Alright, looks like it's gone live pretty well. Good, yep, I can hear myself. That's even better. Alright there guys, welcome to Thrillhouse. This evening we are starting out with a newish support category. Second event ever for this one here. This is Soda Wars. This is a mixture of Thrillhouse members and members of the public that have shown interest in what we do. So we're going to get a bit of a race going here in a minute. These fellas here, they've been furiously practicing. And then once we're finished in here, we'll jump across to the GP circuit and check out what the Super 2 Group A guys are up to. Alright, so we'll just go to the track and have a look at some of these competitors, what they're driving. Okay, so we got Black Dynamite there in the sun-kissed car. Nice looking little sparkly orange BMW sort of deal going on there. John JC in the Mountain Dew vehicle. I've driven that one myself. Pretty quick little car, that one. There's the Cyborg in the Kirk's, I think that's Pasito or something, isn't it? It's a Pelican car. Two cans. Shady FMX in the Pepsi split livery. There's Mez in the LMP brew car. Ricky Bobby, one of our other new members, driving the 7-Up vehicle tonight. DJ Brain in the Schweppes Agron vehicle. He's one of our public members that's dropped in for a race. There's Mr. Noble driving, it looks like Coca-Cola. Hot off a very, very strong run in the Group A Open up on Sunday. Crunchy Diff 9, another public member, driving the Dr. Pepper car. Don't understand why anyone want to drive that by choice, but okay. Berserks is having a run. He is in Sprite tonight. It's a beautiful looking car, that one. And it looks like that's it so far. Might be a couple of spaces still open by the looks of this. These boys will be underway for a race fairly shortly. In the meantime though, if you're in the chat, just say good day so I can have a chat to you guys and ask some questions if you need to. And we'll go racing fairly shortly. Apologies for the dead air there, guys. As soon as you put your kids to bed, they always get back up. Who we got in the chat tonight? G'day, Thrillhouse. It is NASCAR and Mr. Grim Death. How are you tonight, gentlemen? Some good laps going from these guys at the moment. Rocky's managed to run a 52.6 in the BMW. That's a very, very quick lap. Those guys in the paint booth and waiting Super 2. CP Racing Team. It took a little while to connect those dots there, NASCAR. Just setting the grid. No worries, Grim Death. Oh, deals are sideways, doing a bit of drifting. Alright guys, it's 5 minutes till the race begins. And we'll get these fellas underway. Listen to them squirting the tyres through the corners. Not much grip in the little beamers. You got a completely different car to drive than the supercars that we're driving in the main series. They lean a bit harder. They don't have very much grip. Awesome little package to drive though. Good fun. Oh, DJ a bit wide there. Can he catch it? Just. Oh, Crunchy Dip's got the Dr. Pepper car into third position there so far. That means we're going to have to give it TV time. Gives it to her. It's really a very nice livery. It's very nice. It's a shame about the drink, that's all. Dynamite, the sun-kissed car. A little bit stuggery by the looks of him there. He's a bit steppy. Should be okay though. Good evening, Excalibur. How are you tonight, sir? Yes, Mr. Max, the father of Soda Wars himself, in LMP brew. Two-minute warning, guys. So the nerves will start to spike now. Guys will start with sweaty palms. Last minute pee break for some guys, maybe. Getting ready. Good luck tonight, Excalibur. See the super cheap car getting up the front there. Hope you're feeling a bit better, mate. She's going to be a fairly savage race, I think. Super 2A. Just discussing that pre-stream. It's a very, very tight bunch of guys. Could go anywhere actually. There's so many guys and they're about the same pace. Very, very quick operators. That's a pretty car, that Coca-Cola car. Very, very nice livery, that. Here we go, guys. We're about to get underway here. This is Soda Wars, round number 2. We'll see how these boys go. Geez, they're a good looking car. Look at that grid, that looks fantastic. Alright, ready to go. 15 minutes on the clock. Who's going to lead into turn 1? Holding, holding, holding. It's a long hold. And they're away. Rocky gets a very, very clean start off the front row. Dills is on the outside there. Who's that sneaking down the inside? DJ Brain with a start from the third row. Well done. What a run off the main straight. Dills is sideways in turn 1. Can he hold it? Catches it up. Nice work. Let's just settle into turn 2. DJ Brain down the inside of the Cyborg. Goes for the lead. What a pass. Oh, Dills is still sideways. Oh, we've lost one at the back. Who was that? Oh, Black Dynamite, Sunkiss car. Crunch into the fence. Back up the front there. DJ Brain leading into turn 4. Brocky tucked in nicely behind him with Noble in third. Mez is very close in fourth position. We're having a look. Oh, DJ Brain wide in the final turn. Mez and Brocky down the inside. Straight down the inside. See you later, boys. Noble's on the back of Mez though. He's not going to let this go. It's all about the slipstream in these cars. Not much power up top, so they need all the help they can get. Mez with that very, very conservative inside line there, covering the inside so Noble can't get down there. Oh, they're off everywhere in turn 1. Ooh, Rocky goes deep. Oh, bit sideways. It's going to be sniff for Mez down to turn 3. Oh, he's going to be... Oh, good move. Rocky's not having a bar of it though, is he? He's straight back across the nose. Thanks for coming. Noble down the inside. Great driving from these two guys. It's got Ricky Bobby back in the picture as well, and here comes Crunchy Dip as well. You get a little bit excited on the acceleration. You see how taily they get. If you get oh, he's gone! Crunchy Diff catches it. Ricky Bobby grabs his mares there for third position. And Noble's on the back of Brocky now. He's having a crack at him already. Here comes Mez down the inside again. Oh, we lost another one back there, the Mountain Dew car. Ooh, big pile up towards the back there. 3 cars off the road. Rocky and Noble. So I've been looking forward to watching these two guys going head to head. Even machinery, it's all about driver skill. Oh, Noble with that tight line. Just gets underneath the back bumper of Rocky there. Rocky sits out wide, leaves him some space. He's going to get that long run off the outside of the turn there. Here comes Mez and Ricky Bobby as well. They're not going to let this go. Grip death. With team orders coming to play between Brocky and Ricky Bobby. Oh, Brocky's gone! Oh, he's off in turn 1. Even the cyborg can be done in turn 1 there. Mez assumes the lead. Noble out wide in second position there. Ricky Bobby on the other side of the... Oh, no, just backs in behind him there. Crunchy Diffs in fourth. Caught back up to the back of the train already. And then we've got the cyborg, fifth position. Oh, Mez goes too deep. Noble gets under him again. Noble's got that second to last corner line perfect. Ricky Bobby down the inside as well. These boys are fighting for seat stations here. Ricky Bobby down the inside again. He's going to have another look at Mez. Right down the very inside line there. That's going to be a tight line into 1. Backs out of it. Oh, Crunchy Dip's going in too deep into turn 1. He's gone way, way, way deep into the fence. Oh, Noble's got too deep into 1. Rocky's going to get under him. Oh, there's paddle. They're touching paddles. These guys don't care. Oh, let someone drop out. Oh, Ricky Bobby and Mez out of shape there. It's going to hurt him. Noble on the inside again. Look at the cyborg though. He's all over him now. He's not going to make that mistake again. Side by side down the main straight. Ricky Bobby goes to the lead. This is big. This is big. They're all close together. No one's looked down the inside of turn 1. Oh, Mez got a little bit taily on the exit there. That's going to hurt him up the hill. Under brakes. Noble on the tight inside. Ricky Bobby went to the outside. Cyborg's trying to follow Noble around the inside as well. There's a bit of a touch there. Great driving from these guys. Oh, Mez got escorted. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think Ricky Bobby had his mirror on there. Or I lost it in turn 3. Mez is going to rejoin back in 6th position there. Good rejoin from Mez though. Noble and Brocky going at it again. Ricky Bobby still having a look. It's tucked up under the back of him again too. Look, that slipstream's really helping. Noble's going to defend the inside line again. Brocky goes out to the outside. He's going to try the other... Oh, he's got right around the outside of him. No, it's not going to stick. How did that stick? Oh, the cyborg's on another level. There goes Berserk's in the background in the Schweppes car. Oh, DJ Brain's back in it. Agram. See there, we got Mez starting to catch up to the back again. Shady FMX is coming in behind him as well. Oh, Brocky goes deep again. Mez, Noble on that really tight inside line again. Just gets under him every time through there. Oh, Ricky Bobby out of nowhere. That was a big move. Look at this. The Brock Balls cars are 1 and 2 now. Look at this. What's Ricky Bobby going to do? Is he going to be rear gunner for the boss, or is he going to go for the win? Noble's going to have a word to him about that though as he gets back to the inside. Another great move there from Noble. Oh, DJ Brain out of nowhere from the tight inside line through there as well. Oh, Mez just got DJ Brain. A little bit wide out of 3 though. The front there. Rocky on the outside. Noble gets to the inside line there again. Getting confused. It's so exciting. Ricky Bobby there in 3rd position. Mez has got up to 4th. Here we go again. The 4 of them are going to go at it all over again now. Every time the field fans out, they all punch back up together again. Oh, Ricky Bobby goes to the inside again. Will he get Noble? Noble goes across and blocks it. Nice block from Noble there. It was a great positioning of the car. Mez goes in slow and then comes out for the faster exit. He's going down the outside of Ricky Bobby here into... Oh, another big touch there. I think Mez was a bit more wise to it that time. They just backed out of it a little bit. They go again. Ricky Bobby goes way too deep. Mez is going to get under him. Oh, Ricky Bobby tries to shut the door. Mez's car's already there though, son. See you later. And Noble tucks in under the back of Cyborg for the lead here. He's going to have a look down to turn 1. And that tight line again. Brocky thinks... I think Brocky's onto it now. Every time he goes in there, Brocky puts the car in the way. Good positioning from the Cyborg there. You can see that he's worked it out now. He knows exactly where Noble's going to dive. Noble's going to need to change it up a bit here. He's going to need to move somewhere else. Maybe a run down here into the final turn might be a good idea. Set up the first half of this little west bend to get the layer it is. Look at this. Cyborg's gone way too deep. Noble down the inside. Opens the door for Mez as well. Here he comes. Side by side down the main straight. You watch Ricky Bobby on the slipstream behind him. Tucks in behind the Cyborg. Into 1, 2 wide. Mez down the inside. Great move from Mez. DJ Brain starting to latch on the back of this too, guys. Could have 5 cars going at it again in a minute. Oh, little touch there from the Cyborg. Noble's just letting him know he's still there. Not that you can miss the bright purple Kirk's car. Oh, Noble with that really tight inside line again. Just gets a little shunt from the Cyborg to keep him up on the inside. Look at this. They're going to be 3 wide down the straight. These guys are mad. So go 3-1 to turn 1, boys. That's it. Tuck it in. Oh, this is some good racing, guys. This is close racing. Look at this. Up the hill into turn 1. Oh, that's pushed Noble right out to the outside there. He's going to get shunted right out of the train there. Look at that. But he's going to have the inside here on Ricky Bobby. Does he have a look at Cyborg? Another big look. This is where he's strongest here. This is where Noble's strongest. Up through here. You watch him. He sets up early, comes in tight, slows up. Gets a good line there, gets a drive into the final turn. Look at the drive he gets. Oh, big thump from the Cyborg. Wasn't expecting Mez to slow up so much, I don't think. Shuffles back in behind him. That's good team from Brocky. Good work there. Just had the advantage, but he thought he'd just tuck back in behind. But look at this, how it's bunched him up into turn 1. Oh, Mez gets it way loose. Oh. Covers the inside though. Turn 2. All you got to do is position the car in the inside there and they can't get round you. Oh, he's loose again. Comes across and hits the Cyborg. Oh, he's going to hold him out really wide. They're both gone. Mez catches it. Cyborg is gone. Oh boy. And look at this. Mez is then swallowed by the rest of them. Noble's got the lead. Ricky Bobby second. DJ Brain in third. Mez is looking down the inside again into the final turn. Mez now in third. Cyborg's gone way back down. He's not even on my boards. He's got 3 more minutes. Right. Ricky Bobby on Noble there. Can he set up a move into 2? Noble does take the tight inside line here. There it is, tight inside line. Ricky Bobby going for the exit. Just settle down. Noble's just getting himself a little bit of breathing space here. This is where he's fastest through the circuit too. So they catch up there, but then he gets that exit entry into the final turn perfect. He'll just pull away down here. You know, it's Ricky Bobby. They're not far enough away, so Ricky Bobby's going to tuck it under the back bumper here. 2 minutes remaining. Another 2 laps to go, I'd say. Noble leads the way. Ricky Bobby second. Mez has a look into 1. That's a tight line to pull. He's going sideways. Gets under him. Gets under him. Great pass from Mez. Great pass. DJ Brain's having a look down the inside as well. Oh, there's a touch. Here comes Brocky as well. Brocky's back up to 6, guys. He's coming home. He's coming home quick. Oh, DJ Brain's got out. On that stuff. On the marbles on the outside there. A bit of grass. That's going to be another spot for Brocky, I reckon. He's going to grab him. Alright, can Mez get hold of Noble here? Ricky Bobby's going to have a really big look at him too. Minute 20 to go. They might actually start another lap after this by the looks of this. They will too. So there's going to be 2 laps to go, guys. Oh, Mez is way too deep into 1. He's in the sand. Cyborg's followed him out there as well. Another one went way deep. John JC in the Mountain Dew car is way out there building sandcastles. That's elevated Brocky back to 4th. Black Dynamite in 3rd. Come out of nowhere this race, Black Dynamite. He's been back down the field for the whole race. Comes up where it counts. Ricky Bobby in 2nd position. He's got really wide through 4. That's going to give Black Dynamite a sniff. Look at him. He's coming right up on him. He's got that early break in like Noble, but he's got a little wide. Cyborg's got a sniff now, guys. 1 lap to go. He knows this is it. This is the last lap. It's got to be done now. Right, he's done the outside of Black Dynamite. Tucks it in. Brakes super early and tucks it in deep. Nice and tight on the inside there. Great move there from the Cyborg. He's going to line up Ricky Bobby into 2. Down the inside. That's 2nd position. Can he catch Noble? He's got half a lap to do it. Surely not. Is he right in the back of him here through the final turn? Is it going to be close? It's going to be very close. Black Dynamite has something to say. He's going to put one on the boss. Down the inside of the final turn. Does he get away with it? Does he get away with it? It's going to be close. Ricky Bobby gets him at the line. Look at that. 0.002. Puts one on the champ. Oh, what a drive. Well done. Mez there comes in 4th position. DJ Brain finishes 5th. With Berserks coming out of nowhere for 6th position. John JC in 7th. Shady FMX with a quiet race there, finishing in 8th. Black Dynamite had an issue at the very end of the race there. I saw him spin in the background. I missed the last guy there. I think it might have been Dilzer. Yeah, Dilzer come on the back there. What do you think about that, guys? Oh, Soda Wars. That stuff is crazy. I'll just save that replay for later. Alright, well done there to all the Soda Wars competitors. That was a fantastic race. They are Cyborg. I wasn't sure what he was going to do there. He was going to tuck in behind the boss or not, but he went, nah, bugger it, I'm going around you. You can follow me. Great race there from the Soda Wars guys. Oh, I'm all excited now. Really pumped up, ready to go and do the supercars. Alright. We'll jump out of that one. And while we're doing our little transfer over, I might hand her over to my co-commentator for the evening. None other than Mr. 7HC. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm doing well, mate. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Welcome, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good night. Hope you enjoyed Soda Wars. So, tonight we've got Super 2, Group A, from the extended version of what you just saw. So the GP circuit in Brown Hatch. And the boys have been in here for about the last 30 minutes, just cutting some laps, and we've just been doing a few room tests and seeing how we go. So, looks like it's going to be a pretty intense night there, Mr. Lucas. A lot of benchmark operators, as Ghost would say.
That's what we want.
That we do.
I'm on my way in. I'll be there very
Well, we're about
shortly.
to get qualifying underway. So
Oh, very good. I get to watch qualifying. That's even better.
you're 2 minutes early, mate. So you're doing well.
Soda Wars guys finished at a very decent pace, so I'm
Who took that one away?
Noble won the race, but the fight for second was very intense. Ricky Bobby put it on the boss. Beat Cyborg out of the final turn, beating him by 0.002 across the line.
Wow.
It was a great finish. It was a great race actually. There was a top 5 pack that stayed together throughout the entire race, and it was, you know, the membership of the top 5 changed a couple of times, but it was some very, very close race. It's a very fair race, and the guys gave each other plenty of room to make some manoeuvres, make some passes, do the right thing, and yeah, no, it was a very, very good race. I was very excited to watch it actually. I didn't get to see Soda Wars last round, so it was nice to be able to watch it.
It's bright, it's colourful, it's fun, it's you know, the format keeps the cars nice and close. You know, there's plenty of spills. It's something to sort of, it's a nice little appetizer before we get down to the business that is supercars. So this is a completely different kettle of fish, this one. These guys have got fully tuned Group 4 cars, and all part of 4-car teams this season, which is pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna check on a couple of guys here. We're just checking on we'll check on Petty.
I'll just show the guys through the field then while you're doing your last minute checks. So at the moment we've got
That'd be great.
the Bad Doctor there in the Blacklight Motorsports Super 2 vehicle, number 46. And following up behind him we've got Subaru, car number 351 in the Red Bull Racer for Alpha Motorsport. Jim Bob Jr. there in the Shell Helix Dint Brothers Racing Machine. What a beautifully turned out car that is. Oh, such a nice livery.
Thank you.
We have Ghost there in the other Blacklight Motorsport Super 2 entry. So it's got both the guys in the race tonight, so I'm watching this with some very, very keen eyes.
Unbiased commentary by the good doctor.
I'll do my very best for unbiased commentary. I'll promise I'll do as hard as I can.
I will put my jandal back inside the drawer.
Thank you, sir.
The Luminous out there tonight, doing us proud. So we may be commentators, race directors. We are also team owners.
We're also team owners. We have our favourites.
Race car fans, and we've got our guys.
We've got Dadson, one of our new members here in, I think that's Apex Racing in the Citizen car, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to catch up with the teams, guys. It's. I should know all these by now, being a team owner myself, but you tend to drift a little bit. Behind him, we got there Filthy. Now, Filthy's in a Venturi Motorsports prepared machine here tonight, Super 2 car, Jack Daniels.
Stunning livery.
Very, very, very nice car. and I think he's one of the smokies for tonight because that car's going to have a Meza-proof tune on board, I'd say, with
sure.
with Terry's input as well. So that's going to be a very, very quick car to watch later in the race, I'd say. Mr. Shizer there in the Wilson Security BMW. Who's that one tonight?
The Wilson Security. That one there would be Frontier Motorsport.
Frontier Motorsport.
Will be, so they'll have two in tonight. Benny's just he'll be back in the room very shortly. Now we're going to get qualifying underway while he is out. I do apologise, Benny, but we do need to keep this show on the road. We've got a few guys pretty keen on Benny buys tonight, so show must go on.
Yep.
So we'll give him a couple of minutes there. He's just going to switch his internet to a hotspot, and we'll see him in there very shortly. So that'll be two of the Frontier Motorsport cars on the grid tonight. So they should be in for a good bag of points.
Who else we got here? Excalibur. After a very, very solid showing in Season 2, he's moved up to team owner role, Powerhouse Racing, and has picked up the Tickford sponsorship contract. So he's running the Super Cheap car. Oh, I thought the room crashed. I just had a little mini freak out. Not again.
Sorry, mate.
Alright guys, we're just going to have a quick heart attack. It's all good. It's all good. We're back. Get qualifying underway. And I'm just going to have something to calm my heart attack down. Whew. So what are your thoughts pre-qualifying tonight, sir?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't really go past Ghost on this track.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
Of course.
I can't help it, I have to. He is an absolute jet round here. He's got Season 1 Super 2 experience in the Hyundai around here. He has put in a lot of laps. It is his favourite track, and I'd be surprised if he doesn't put that thing on pole and run it home. Yeah, this is his favourite circuit. He loves this track, lives for this track, and he's very fond of the Hyundai, so he's the man to beat. But looking at this grid here, there's some guys here that could do it. There's definitely some guys in this group here that have got the pace to be able to keep it up to him throughout the race. And again, there'll be some smokies here with some strategy calls, I think, which will take them out of our little field of vision to begin with, and then suddenly at the end of the race, they'll pop back up and hang on, where do you come from?
Yeah, that's it. So people to look out for tonight, I would say, would be I really want to keep an eye on Filthy.
Yep.
I think he's going to have a hot tune underneath him. Doremus has shown nothing but progress since last season. So him and the BMW again, he's going to have a strong showing for sure. He'll be up there. GFL, another strong contender, and in a BMW this time as opposed to the Jag. So he did very well last season in the Jaguar, and stepped it up into the BMW. So sort of following the Mez's sort of shadow there with switching from Jaguar to BMW, and just watching him now, he's got some pretty interesting lines.
Just getting the tyres warmed up, that's all that is. This is for real.
Every single one of these guys, I mean, you could throw a blanket over all of them, to be honest.
Absolutely.
It's just so tight.
This is probably the tightest field we run in through our supercars this season, I think. These guys here are the guys that are all very, very close together.
Yeah, that's very true. So we've started to tighten up a lot as a group. The more that we race each other, the more we become used to this format. Everyone seems to be stepping it up a level. Each season that we do, everyone gets a little bit better, and the talent is starting to condense. But the middle pack, so the back end of Group B in Supercars and Group A in Super 2, it's just so tight between all these guys, and it's going to be on.
Loomis just lit the back of that up. Something shocking out of Sheen there. Wow. Caught it, kept it on the track, but far as she lit the back end up.
So we've got times coming through. Jim Bob hits a 24.3. Lardask with a 24.4. 20.
Oh!
23.5 GFL.
Crunch, that's instead. He just smashed her into the fence out of Sheen. Sheen's got to catch a couple of... Oh, what's the rejoin? Oh, that was close. Oh, boy. Just unsighted there, I think. Just pays you just glance up at the map there, guys, just before you re-enter.
Look both ways before you cross the street, lads.
That's it.
Alright, so... We've got Excalibur back in the room, but we don't have Betty.
Excalibur just jumped out I think he jumped out to reset because his car got a little glitchy towards the end there, so I think he's just got there and straightened himself up.
That's true. So we're missing 2 though. No, we're missing 1. Okay, so don't have Betty, but we do have someone waiting in the wings. So we are well prepared here at Thrillhouse.
Oh, we're going to chuck a wild card in if we might, guys. Keep an eye on this. Thanks for the bits, Cool Pro.
He's throwing the bits in, so there's the bribe. Go on, mate. Chuck your Daniels on. Come have a bill. It doesn't look like Betty's coming back in. It's been what do you think here, Mr. Lucas? I really want to make sure that he does get back in and have a turn, but we're...
who was next in line for Super 2B? Who's the top position?
Dilzer can't make it because he did Soda Wars, which puts it to Curpro.
Okay.
So Curpro is currently waiting in the Discord room, ready to jump in.
What do we got? Well, Curpro for stuff in the back anyway, so we'll give it till just about the end of qualifying and make a decision then. Bet he might be able to sneak in before the end. He's got a bit of time.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So Betty, if you're listening, mate, get your hustle on, jump in the room, see if you can get a lap in.
Oh, the bad doctor just lost it. It's Sheen big. So here goes GFL. Cars are starting to get quick now, guys. They're starting to burn this fuel off a bit. This first part of qualifying is a bit you don't normally see, guys. This is the bit where they just circulate for a bit, just get their lines right, get themselves in the zone. And then suddenly the times will start to drop in happy hour at the end of the race, end of the qualifying. The last 5 or so minutes, the times are going to plummet. Some quick guys though for the early segment of the qualifying. Though with the 23.5, GFL leading the way. That's a pretty solid time on a full tank.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, you want to go out there and you just want to get a banker straight away. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty of these full tank runs. You go out there with a full tank. It's nice and heavy, you know, and you can just get yourself a solid time. And then it's just about managing the cars around you, getting yourself some space, finding that real estate, and getting on fresh feet when you've got a low tank, and then starting to punch out the laps. If you don't get that banker, and you would have seen the supercars Group A, a lot of guys started at the back of that grid, struggled to find the real estate to get a good lap in, and they paid the price.
Betty managed to sneak in. Good. That's good. That's what we want to see.
Keep an eye on the connection there. So big shout out to GT Sport, always keeping us on our toes.
Oop, Dorimus goes to the top with a 1:23.3.
So good time by Dorimus.
He's my Smokey tonight. I think he's the dark horse to win this one.
Yeah, for sure.
If Ghost has any issues towards the start of the race, then I think Dorimus is the one that's going to pull the trigger. Very, very quick operator.
Let us know in the comments who you think's going to take out tonight, guys.
Oh, great work, D. That's awesome. Good to see you embracing just the sound effects of the lobby tonight. That's excellent. Hooked up to car Bluetooth, listening to my drive home. Let's go to Remus. That's great to see. G'day, Noble. Good drive tonight, Noble. Sorted out the Soda Wars guys. Very, very solid race.
I don't know.
V8. How are you tonight, sir? Who else we got there? Mr. Clint. Well, he's going to be fairly biased who he wants to win tonight. He's got 2 of his boys in this race. Ghost has put his banker in. He's just 0.00. That's the second time I've seen a gap that big. 0.006. The same as the gap between Cyborg and Ricky Bobby at the end of Soda Wars. Go figure.
This is what I'm saying about, you know, all our skill sets are tightening up. So, Ghost with a 23.3, yeah. Would have expected a 22 from him with a full fuel.
He's on a good lap now, though. He's 0.2 in the purples. Yeah, 0.2 in the purples. Okay. He's about to pull the trigger, I think. Oh, GFL just had another big lose. First corner. Oh, it's unfortunate time for that to happen. Back Doctor in 4th place so far. It's a good result for him so far. Shizer in 5th. There we go. Filthy's starting to wind her up too. He's in 6th position now. Yeah,
good showing already so far by Filthy. Good first time put down as well, 24.3. So great improvement from him on the off season.
Yep. Jim Bob in P7. Big cut from Jim Bob there. That's going to hurt. That's a second. He's going to have to back out of it now. He's got to be careful. He's got Shizer behind him. Gives him the indicator. That's great sportsmanship. Well done. Pops the indicator on. Lets you know which side he's going to park on. Lardos in 8th.
Doremus has beached it big time on the final turn and is losing time hand over fist to get more laps, and he's waiting for all the cars to clear. Very, very good. Waiting for a gap, rejoining, and he will enter the pits.
So that's going to kill 2 laps sitting out there in the sand in the final turn because it ruins your entry speed to the straight. So it gives you another lap to go around, then you've got to get around again. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's a punishing one. He would have been gearing up for a fast lap and just step the rear out. He'll go around again. That's Doremus really showing how much has improved here. Is just how much he's willing to commit on this very technical course as well. So I mean, you've got to be pretty brave to go deep here.
Matty Infinity, good to see you again, mate. Let's go, fellas. Have a great race. Noble reckons Super Roo for the win. Good call from Noble. I like it.
Super on the wheel, and he's in a Hyundai now. Very good operator.
Such a bit. Looks like Betty's got his stutter under control. His car's looking straight and narrow at the moment. Just
not too bad. We have minor twitchiness from Excalibur and Betty, but nothing huge. I would say I'd give this GT Sport lobby room a solid 5 out of 7.
Everything has to be in 7s. I like it.
So we got Ghost with a 123.047, so he's 0.3 up on Doremus. It's so good to see these two up front. GFL sneaks in 3rd there, and your teammate in 4th there. So doing very well.
2 in the front 2 rows, that's what I want to say. Oops, Shizer's had a big lose. Final turn.
Check with Mr. Alien.
What are you doing?
Alien doesn't seem to be qualifying.
He's sitting, isn't he? He's been sitting in the pits for a long time. He hasn't posted a time yet.
No, he has not.
Shiz had to wait for a very long time for traffic there. He had a bit of an off in the final turn. He had to sit there and wait and wait and wait. That would have been excruciating to sit there that long.
So we'll just send him a little message just to let him know that this is qualifying.
Just knock at the window. You awake there, mate? Oh, look out, guys. I've just spotted Filthy on a purple sector lap. Let's stay on board with this one and watch him finish this off. Is he entering Sheen now? Good. No, entering Sheen now. Lucas, pay attention. Here it is now. This is a commitment turn. It's a bit squiggly on the way in. Oh, catches the slide. Luminous, watch your mirrors. Nice work from Luminous. Stays out of the way. These guys have become very, very good with their awareness, their track awareness. They watch the map, and he saw someone coming, so Luminous just set off the track a little bit there and let him go through. What's he going to do? This is going to be a pretty good lap. It's going to be a good lap.
Here we go.
Oh, 23.573 is good enough for P4 so far. Great lap from Filthy. Well done. I think the little check up when he came around the corner at Sheen there and saw Luminous off the road, I think he just checked up a little bit.
Yeah, a bit of a hesitant sort of move there.
Yeah, so had to have a double take of the turn in at Sterling's. I think Alien might be happy to start at the back of the field by the looks of that. Well, let's go back up the
So
front.
it's GFL has the fastest first sector at the moment.
Ghost just went
but-
fastest at the bottom of Pilgrim's Drop.
Here we go.
He's 0.4 up.
This will be a hot lap from
This is going to be his 22.
my commentator.
He's got the eyes on now. He's 0.2 up into Sterling's. Great line through Sterling's. Scalabred another lose there. It's the final turn now.
Scalabred's struggling a little bit with the technicality of this course.
He's crook too.
He's a very, very quick operator. And fantastic team owner as well. Really sort of sets the benchmark of team owner attitude and just getting really amongst it. His father races in Thrillhouse supercars as well. So great to have a father-son sort of team in there. Just
Absolutely.
really adds to the dynamic.
So Ghost just drops the 22.8 there, just to put the field on notice. They need to pick up the pace a bit now, boys. Just a further note on Excalibur there, he's actually very unwell at the moment. He's very sick. He's been crook in bed the last couple of days. So he said to me earlier, I had a couple of words to him about how he would go tonight, and he just wants to finish in the top 10. So he's just here to try and bank some points and try and make a solid finish for his team. So it's great to see people getting up about it. Yeah. GFL just goes better again.
Great time. Yeah, great time by GFL.
Oh, someone just had a big
23-1.
lose in one. Who was that? Oh, Excalibur's car's just gone ballistic. Yeah, it's floating in turn one. Might want to check that one up.
Yeah.
Oh, Travis just had a very, very last minute check into the pits there. Geez, the attitude of Filthy's car's looking good too. That car looks really planted. It's on a bit of a cool down lap by the looks of it. What's the bad doctor got? He's about to cross the line. Dadson gets up into fifth position, gets in front of the bad doctor here. They're all banking up here, guys. Get yourself some space. Ooh. Oh, this is going to hurt a couple of these guys here. A couple of minutes to go in qualifying here, fellas. And they're all banking up together.
Yeah, they're going to need to find some real estate big time.
It's all about circulating. Doremus has got the right ear. He's taking the foot off the gas. He's just starting to circulate, trying to give himself some breathing space.
These guys have about five minutes to go in qualifying, so they're going to need to really start thinking about these last couple of laps. Are they going to move up a couple of spots?
This is where the business end comes in. This is so GFL's in the pits now. He's going to chuck some tyres on it. He's going to have a rest first, by the looks of it. Chuck some tyres on it and go back out for a quick last-minute
waiting
blast.
for a little bit of real estate there, so not a bad move. Jumping in the pits, getting some, waiting for the tyres to go on, find himself some real estate, and go out and make a lap.
Doing some P3, Filthy in P4. It's a good move from Filthy. He snuck it up to P4. Excalibur's car's lacking bad in the background there again too.
Yeah.
Dadson's got the right idea. He's following Ghost around. Just copying everything he does. That's a very, very smart move. Pick the guy that's on pole and stick behind him. See if you can pick up a couple of spots. Very, very clever bit of driving there. Bad Doctor goes out with fresh boots for his last bit of the last roll of the dice there. Sixth position so far. That's third row. I know personally he wants to be up a little higher than that. There's Luminous. He's tracking down the inside of the track there. He's just getting out of the way. That's it. Luminous is twice now I've seen him do that. He's just had a bit of an off and then been really aware of what's going on around him. It's great to see. Subaru there's in position number 8 so far. He's still in a... So 8th position is 1.4 seconds off the lead, but that's like a 1:23.7. Oh, Betty Crunch! Right out in front of us. Oh no, Subaru's going to be furious. Oh, he was on a green box sector there too.
Yeah.
Betty just was unsighted out of Sheen there and pulled out in front of him. He's got time for another lap though. Go around again. Clear the helmet. Just wipe the condensation off the inside of the visor and go again. Hardos is in 10th. The Alpha Motorsport cars are both sitting quite low in the grid at the moment. It's 8th and 10th position respectively. But it is a long race. Plenty of time to go yet, so keep it clean and you're going to make up a lot of spots. Jim Bum comes in for his final set of boots, I'd say. Ghost drops a 22.39.
Oh.
And there's more purple sectors from him now. He's got the eyes on now. Scaife mode activated.
Yeah. This is the benchmark operator we know and love. He had an absolute run in time in the Corvette Sprint Series, lining himself up in Super 2.
Right, GFL's got himself some space.
For Black Light Motorsport though, having someone who is a supercars level driver competing in Super 2. It's going to be another good marker for the rest of the guys in this group.
I don't think he'll quite have it as easy as he did last season. I think this one's going to be a bit more of a test. I don't think this race here, if Ghost happens to win it, and convincingly, I don't think this is a correct sort of view of what the series will be like. Because this is his favourite track in a car that he's very comfortable in.
Yeah.
This is his race to lose, really. But look at that. They're not that far off him. It's 0.6 of a second back to second position, which is now Shizer. Good lap from Shizer. They just come out of nowhere to sneak up there.
Yeah, wow. 23-0.
Ghost just stopped a 22-1 just to stamp the name on the fastest lap. Thanks for coming. GFL there in P3 though. It's very close between second, third and fourth though. It's second to third is 0.089, third to fourth is 0.084. And it's 0.023 back to fifth. These guys are so close together. You pick up a hundredth of a second, you got 4 spots.
Well, that's all she wrote.
Wow. So, at the end of qualifying, we'll go through the order for you now. Ghost takes the pole with a 22.124. Shizer there with a very, very good second position at the very end of the qualifying. That was a great run from him at the end there. GFL holds on to the third position, so leading off the second row. Dadson there with a great qualifying effort off debut there. Second row for him as well. The Bad Doctor in P5 with the Remus next to him. That's going to be a solid row off the start. The guys on the second row are going to want to start nice and clean because these two guys here are going to be all over them. Filthy there in P7. Another one that's going to be a rocket off the start. Midfield of this race is going to be just insane. Luminous there in 8th position. Had a nice quiet qualify. I don't think he really got the space he needed to qualify, but that's still a very solid lap. That's still a 23.7. That's a great lap. Subaru there in P9. Another one that I didn't see much of him during qualifying, so it's hard to sort of see what happened with him tonight. I think he might be just get it on the grid and then go from there. Lardas as well, so the two Alpha Motorsport cars are going to be starting at the back of the field together. Oh, he has a big lose there out of Sheen. Don't want to do that in the race. Excalibur there in P11 is just fighting that illness and trying desperately to keep himself awake. Jim Bob Jr. at a P12. Betty in P13. Again, another one that's just had issues in and out of qualifying, so he's just trying to get the race done. And Alien, who didn't really he didn't actually lodge a time. There's no times on the board for him at all, so he's going to start off the back of the grid.
Great job by everyone.
Yeah.
And a little qualifying session.
Well, 13th position was plus 2.4 seconds, which is a 1:24.5. So that's a very, very good lap for 13th position in our, in what would arguably be the lower of the two categories. Like that's still very, very good pace. I'll be perfectly honest, that's quick pace for me. I'm in the championship. I'm very, very nervous about what's going to happen to me next Sunday.
Alright, so we've got the grid set.
Everyone looks like they've been following the rules. Everyone's circulating. This is great to see.
So we've got 31 laps around Brands Hatch.
It's going to be great. This is one of those events too where the fatigue kicks in as well towards the end of the race. It's not a super long race, but the technicality of this track makes it feel like it's longer than it is. So by like lap 25, you're getting proper tired, and that's when the mistakes start to sneak in. And I don't know, everybody that's ever driven on Brands Hatch knows that a mistake here is just very costly. There's lots of grass off, like overrun off the track, plenty of like areas for you to go deep into the sand, and those sort of issues there. And you saw it in season 2 as well. A couple of guys off the track into the sand, and they just got buried there.
Yep. So we've got the Peter Mac safety car out on track, and we'll lead them round.
I'm trying to get to it. I don't have a keyboard. There it is.
Oh, it's all right.
What
These
a beautiful
guys are
car.
all pretty far behind.
Love that car. It's so pretty.
So the Peter Mac safety car we have because we are a official donator for the Peter MacCallum Cancer Foundation. 10% of all money raised through the Thrillhouse website goes to the Peter Mac Foundation. So a really great cause, something that's very close to a lot of us here at Thrillhouse, and our way of sort of, giving back such a great cause. So we'll try and get a bunch of these guys all squared up. And once we get onto the main straight, we'll go racing. So
Here they all come.
here they all come.
There's 2 big packs of them. There's one right behind you, and the other pack is still...
So it looks like, the auto drive sort of.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Dosing auto drive. We'll let them go. That's all right.
We're still feeling this sort of thing out, guys, so we're just trying this out to see how this looks. This looks... aesthetically looks fantastic, but the auto drive, obviously, the cars are going a bit quick. So we'll nut this out, do some more tests on it, and I think we're going to get... It definitely looks fantastic, though, on the stream. Safety car leading the way. Oh!
So I thought we're doing all right for time, and everyone seems to be playing nicely. So
Oh, you're about to catch
There
a
we
lot of
go.
parked cars here.
I'm not sure what's going on here, but we'll sneak through.
That's it. That's it. Beautiful. All right, let's go racing, guys. Super 2, Group A, Round 1. Brands Hatch GP, 31 laps. Are we ready to go, guys? Is everybody in the chat ready? This is going to be a great race, guys. I want to see who your picks are for the win now. Right now, let's go. Don't wait for the race to start.
I'll be bringing up the rear in the safety car, so we'll be just checking for any spins and watching the action at the back, and we have the good doctor checking everything up front.
Absolutely, we're ready to go here. The lights are going on. Holding them. Long hold. They're away. Looks like they've all got away quick. Nice and clean. Big jump there from the third row. I told you. The bad doctor down the inside. GFL has a big look at the back of Ghost through turn 1. Someone got way out of shape there. Filthy. Oh, Luminous is off. Oh, the bad doctor at the back of GFL to turn 2. He's going to have to try and reduce that. Oh, Subaru's gone round. I'm going to have to go back there. I can't see him. Oh, there's drama everywhere, guys. There's so many cars going off. Subaru's off. Shizer's off. Jim Bob copped it. GFL copped it.
Turn 1 and 2, strike again.
Oh,
So
wow.
Shazer's bringing up the rear of the grid now, so there was a big off on the turn 2, so that's huge.
This is massive, though,
Back a long
guys.
way.
Ghost has jumped away. Got clear of that because the initial impact was in turn 2 for second and third, so it's giving him a bit of breathing space. But look who's in second. Filthy's just climbed up out of nowhere. We called it pre-race. Now he's going to tuck in there with that Venturi-powered BMW and try and hang on to the back of Ghost a bit. Dadson in third. Dadson's a very, very solid competitor. It's good to see him up there. I had a couple of races with him the other night, and he's a very, very tight racer. Betty's come out of nowhere for P4. Betty was way off the back of the grid, so he's come out of those first couple of corners like a jet.
Jim Bob has had a big off in the back, and he's bringing up the rear now.
Doremus there in 5th place. So Doremus is out of all that, sort of just sat where he qualified. He just, everything unfolded around him. Little bit of damage on the front end of that tyre. He might have copped a bit of a hit. And look at this, here's Lardas coming from the way down the back there in the Red Bull car. The Bad Doctor's lost out pretty badly from the start there. He's back in 7th. GFL's in 8th, so those two guys there off rows 2 and 3, they've lost out massively off the first lap. Luminous in P9. Excalibur in 10. Alien in 11. And Subaru is off the back of the field, which, oh no, Shizer's behind him. And who's up? Jim Bob Jr. is way off the back. Back to the front. Ghost is just walking away. Look at this, 2.6 seconds clear. Getting into escape mode now. He's just going to focus on the tyre. He's a bit worried about the tyre wear on the front of the Hyundai over a full race stint.
Yeah, it does sort of chew the front left a little bit, especially through this last sector of the course.
He was talking to me pre-race. He's wound in a little bit more camber on the front too to help it turn in. So he's trying to get it so it's not leaning on the front end quite as hard. Filthy there in P2. This is great from him. It's a great run so far. Nice and clean. Car looks immaculate too, so he's got out of the first couple of laps without really a scratch. This is great.
There's a pretty angry little pack going on, so GFL looking for a move coming into T1.
Oh yeah.
Flash of the lights from the Bad Doctor.
Oh, who's that? Oh, Lars with the time with Doremus. That was close.
Oh.
Doremus gives him space on the exit. He's got the inside for turn 4. Oh.
Great presence of mind by Doremus. He saw that move coming, gave him a little bit more room. Still let him know that he wasn't going to have a bar of it. So he'll probably get back on him just go onto this big straight here. Oh, he's let dark side through.
Oh. Bad Doctor snuck through Doremus there as well.
It's out of nowhere. Thank you, sir. I'll have that.
But that
BMW is very quick in a straight line.
The Bad Doctor's line into 4 there really compromised his speed onto the straight too, so the BMWs are going to eat him alive now. Look at this. That CP Racing BMW is hooked up. Oh, never mind.
No, but he's gone too wide. He's
commentator's curse. Sorry, Doremus.
Yeah. Sorry, sir.
Rejoins in 9th position.
Okay in 8th. He had a spin on lap 1, so he's brought back a few spots.
He's back in the field though. That's good though. Like, if you're in the group, then you can work with the slipstreams, look after the car a bit, and you're going to be there at the end. GFL and the Bad Doctor are going at it again. This is round 3. GFL's got the eyes on too. Look at him. He's got that car tucked in really deep. The move will come out of 4.
Speed here.
The move will come out of 4, heading down Pilgrim's Drop, guaranteed. Oh, no, actually slow out of there, isn't he?
A little bit off, but yeah, he's very slow on the exit.
Oh, the Bad Doctor's starting to struggle already. Look at the wiggle.
GFL will line it up for the straight. Takes a
there
wide entry.
That's the exit line. You watch him open the taps on the big BMW, down Pilgrims. This thing is a jet in a straight line.
Not quite close enough to tag onto that slipstream, so great little battle here between these two.
Oh, Doctor's got off. Oh, that was close. He's going to have to tuck in behind, that's it.
The GFL gets the spot, so it'll be interesting to see if GFL walks away from here, whether Bad Doctor was holding him up or not. So we have the eyes on for his next target now. Lardas was a little bit tidy out of that turn. He's getting onto the back of him already.
Yeah, GFL's here to work. Look at that. Yeah. That car's got massive pace.
So he's pulled 3 car lengths already, so he's got mega speed.
The question is he burning the car too early, trying to push his way through the field?
Might be part of the strategy.
Oh, he's gone!
Too
deep into 1! Oh no, all that work.
With that one.
Doremus goes through, Excalibur's going to go through, Subaru's going to go through, they've all got him. He's gone back to 11th. That hurt. Oh, that hurt a lot.
That hurt big time.
Go back up the front and check on... Yeah, Ghost just sits out to a casual 5.5 second lead now, guys. Filthy, look at this. Filthy's got Dadson closing in.
Oh, here we go.
Has Filthy had an issue there, has he? Because he had a bit of a gap before, but Dad's just caught up out of nowhere there.
Great car placement by Dadson. Really on the edge there coming in. Sets it nicely.
Very smooth racer.
Patiently waiting. I don't think he's waiting to attack now. He's quite happy with the speed.
Filthy jumped the turn there. Lucky not to catch a penalty there, I think. Oh, again, no, he's jumped the curb at Sheen. He's
really
watching that
pushing to
mirror.
keep that car ahead.
He's watching the mirror. You can tell. Oh, big slide there. Dadson's got to run here. But this is one thing about Brands Hatch. You can get up behind him, but you got to get past. You can be behind the slowest car in the world and still not be able to get past. It's all about positioning here for Filthy. Can he put it on the... Oh, he's going to give him the inside for one.
Betty has done so well. He's up to 4th spot already.
Wow.
Connection issues.
Well done, Betty.
And he's just watching this battle ahead of him, and he's just clawing in time.
Oh, it's a touch.
So, look, he's in with a sniff already.
Beautiful positioning from
Great
Dadson
drive.
again there. Just puts it on the inside there, and instead of trying to dive in too deep, he's just backed it right up on the apex and just hang Filthy out on the outside there. So Filthy was just stuck on the outside line with no speed at all, giving Dadson the ability to just pull away. Great bit of driving. Oh, Betty's gone! Betty's gone!
No.
Turn 4! He's trying to get around the Indy track.
That's a huge off.
That's a massive off. What's he doing?
No.
Oh, you should have went the other way. The
he went
rejoin's
the
going to
wrong
hurt
way.
now. Watch
Yeah.
Oh, great awareness from Betty on the rejoin there. He just looked at GFL and went, yeah, I'm not going to make that. I don't think I'll make it in. Gets out of the way.
Alien's going to get in the hunt here as well, so
Yeah,
that'll
he's-
be 7 spots.
Oh, side by side down the hill.
Oh,
Alien grabs him. Alien was on a very tight inside line there, though. Nice work.
So the 2 Frontier Motorsports cars and the 2 Dimpro cars rounding out the back of this field now. They've all had some pretty big offs.
Oh,
Subaru's
Luminous is
struggling in
gone!
the rear of them.
Luminous is gone! Lost it out of Sterling's.
Gone.
Right in front of Doremus, too. That was close. Gathers it
This
up.
track is claiming everyone.
Oh, Filthy's in the pits. There we go. Here's a Mez tune, guys. This is a Mez
Luminous is
strategy.
in.
Filthy's
Here we
gone in
go.
early. Called it
Someone's been
pre-race.
paying attention to supercars. Race. The early pit. By
Oh,
someone.
cold tyres. Oh, it's wiggly on the exit at 1. Oh, that was close. Excalibur's going to get him down the inside.
Great drive by Excalibur. Out to 6th spot.
Yep.
Well done.
Great bit of driving. Excalibur is a very good race driver, though. He doesn't quite have the single lap speed, but in a race situation, he's a very, very aware driver. Oh,
Yeah,
Filthy.
you see him in qualifying. He was pushing very hard to try and get a good lap time, and he was going off the track quite a lot. Now, come race time, he's keeping that on the black stuff and then playing a very smart game. So, very strong hit on him.
So, care of all these pit stops and spins in front of him, the Bad Doctors managed to crawl back up to 3rd. Just
Yeah, that's
quietly
huge
there.
recovery. Dadson running it all alone in 2nd spot there, and then Ghost. I mean, what can you say? That car doesn't have a mark on it.
Bad Doctor's car's looking a bit twitchy now, though. I think he might be running out of rubber. Yeah, look at the understeer into the final turn there. Oh boy. It's going to be a bit of a... Lardas is going to be watching the back of that going, you know what? He's starting to struggle a bit there. I might latch on the back here. Put a bit of pressure on. Just lights the bow torch. So Excalibur and Doremus are both in the pits. So tyres, just tyres for Excalibur. Doremus must do the same because he came out in front.
So it's not a bad move, just tyres. We've come out.
Oh,
lighter load,
GFL
fresh
was off
tyres,
again.
Fast laps in.
GFL went off in turn 2 again. He's having a rough run now. That's the thing about this sort of race.
Oh, no.
You get the monkey on your back at the start. Had a really, really strong qualifying effort. Just had that bit of a bump in the first turn. Unsettled him, and now he's just trying probably a little too hard to catch himself back up.
Yeah. And when they start getting around about lap
He's off
22,
again.
oh,
Off in turn 4. He's just going to go down another 2 spots. He's back in 9th. Oh, this is going to be a day at the office to forget for GFL. Look, Lardas has already got the Bad Doctor. I called it, didn't I? Look at that. That car is looking planted for Lardas.
yeah, and his teammate as well up to 10th spot. So after pits, Subaru is starting to claw back to the pack. He was so far behind at the start of this race.
Okay, race leader's in, Ghost is in, Dadson's followed him in. Very similar on fuel for the pair of them.
Lardasson's going to circulate again.
The Bad Doctor's gone in, he's got a bit more fuel on board than the pair of them. He saved a bit of fuel there, hasn't he? Lardas jumped. Oh, Lars went around again. Oh, right, cool. I just freaked out for a minute there, guys. So Ghost is going to want to clear Lardas pretty quickly here. He doesn't want to get caught up behind him because Dadson's only 4 seconds back down the road. So any issue here, and that's going to hurt Ghost's lead. Lardas knows this too, though. He knows he can back him up here. Just position the car well. He doesn't have to let him past.
Yeah, that's right.
And just you know what? I might back him up to the field here a bit. That way when I pit, he's fighting for the lead again. Nah, he's opened up for him.
No, he's yielded.
Oh, that looked close.
So this is also a smart move as well. Latch onto the back of the fastest guy on track. Get yourself a little bit of a fuel conserve going. Watch his lines and try and improve on your own. So this is going to play well for Lardas.
I think he'll duck in this lap anyway, Lardas. So he's probably just going to get a bit of a tow around the back end. You can tell the car's struggling for grip because Ghost is just pulling away. 2 corners, he's already a second clear. Dadson and Filthy. Look at Filthy on the back of Dadson. This isn't over, guys. He's all over him again. Lardas went around again. That's interesting. He's bleeding time now, though. That's an interesting call there from...
Last lap was a 27.2.
Wow. That's interesting, guys.
Dadson's was a 27.4 though. So it's Filthy's in the 25s.
I'm just on board with Dadson at the moment. Car's looking really, really good still. Back to Filthy there in 4th. Very good racing for him. Very impressive Filthy's race so far. This is fantastic for him.
Yeah,
great racing
for this guy.
Yeah, come on very strong towards the end of season 2. And now
purple sector as well.
Has he really? Oh, good job. That's what you want to see. Bad Doctor in 5th. He's got Dorimus closing in too, though. So the pressure's not off for the Bad Doctor yet, because Dorimus is one of the people in Thrillhouse I do not want to have catch up to my back bumper.
Oh. Everyone's starting to check up behind Lardas now. So he's going to need to pit this lap,
he has
or he's going to continue to hold these guys up.
Oh, big slide
from playing a team game to get Subaru back into it.
Dadson down the inside.
Dadson makes a move.
That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt Filthy bad. Filthy needs to get round him. He can't afford to get the gap.
He needs to dive it here.
Oh, what's the pit entry? What's the pit entry? Lardas goes around again. He's not going to try and stretch out really long, is he? Can you do a fuel check on him for me, please, sir?
Yeah, I can. I just need to change my camera to... I'm not sure I can bring up the fuel for some reason.
Filthy down the inside. Usually I just tap circle to get off the menu and it brings it back up. Sometimes it needs a little bit of a nudge. Interesting strategy play from Lars. Noble reckons it's an alpha strategy, so this is all to planned apparently. This long run.
So that's a long run. So he's got quarter of a tank. He has got about a third left on his right front left tyre. So the tyres are hurting, but not as much as I thought that they would be after 11 laps. So he's
looking after the car then.
Set up car.
Yeah,
he's looking after the car for sure.
The Bad Doctor's closing in.
Yeah, I mean his lap time is not good. So it's an interesting strategy because it's a short pit transit.
He might end up with a pit stop in hand here though. I think this is the play. Oh, the Bad Doctor's going to catch him right on the pit entry as well, though. Not where you want to be catching the car that's lead for fuel. There it is. There's a tap. Oh, I knew that had happened. That's what it was. I saw that in the Supercars race on Sunday as well. It happened in the same way. Someone on a long run got caught up in the last corner, and someone, as they got the inside line, they had to try to get to the pits. That wasn't as bad. It was just a touch and they moved on.
So Alien Express didn't
8th
qualify.
place.
8th place. Just playing it conservative.
Yeah.
Watching everybody tip off the track around him.
It's the way to do it sometimes, the Brands Hatch, though. Interesting to see what Filthy does now.
Great guy.
Absolutely fantastic guy. Filthy's the one to watch now. He's 2.3 seconds behind Dadson, but that was that was predominantly caused by getting checked up behind the slow car on the long strategy.
That's right. So when he checked up behind them, he was on purple sectors, so he was on for a faster lap there. So he's hooked up at the moment.
This is where the mind games come back in too, though. Now he's got to refocus. Just keep the car clean, because you don't want to overdrive the car and throw it off the road anyway. Because throwing it off the road is going to hurt a lot. He's pushing hard though. The car's sideways again.
It's officially 10 seconds ahead. And he just goes bang with the fastest.
Gets quicker again.
So
likes
the
flexibility.
Winding up mid-race, just doubling down on that fastest lap.
Back in.
Those extra points.
This is big, guys. This is the big one. This is a strategy stop.
Here we go.
So he's got fuel going in this time, because remember last time he first stopped he only took tyres. This time it's fuel as well. See how long he's going to sit for. He's in 6th so far. 7th position. Gary grabs him as well. Luminous grabs him. Alien's got in the pits as well. Okay, so
Good stint from Alien.
Lardas and GFL into turn 2. There's a touch. There's another touch. Bit of hip and shoulder there, boys. GFL redresses. Great work from GFL. Bit questionable there, so he thought, no, I'll back out of it. Give it back and have another go at turn 4. That's what we like to see here, guys, at Thrillhouse. If you're not sure that the parcel's right, then you back out of it and have another go on the next turn. And look at him, he's already back on him again. So it's obviously rattled Lardas up a little bit. Lardas is wide, he's wide out of 4.
Very, very wide.
GFL's going to grab him here into... Oh, it's going to be brave. Can he grab him into Hawthorns?
Just moves over enough to say, nah, not in your lifetime, buddy. But he's very wide on the exit.
I never can remember this corner's name. The one between Hawthorns and Sheen. I can never remember that turn's name.
I'm terrible with the track names here. I've just been
GFL's off at Sheen! Can he catch it? He caught it.
Car control.
He just grabbed the... Oh, he's off again. It's dirty. He's dirty tyres. Oh, no.
So, these guys are getting caught out with the dirt on their tyres. They think that they can just throw it back into the next corner and it's going to grip up. And again, for the 3rd time. So, once you go off, it takes a couple of corners for the tyres to grip up again. You can't just throw it in like you were, the lap prior.
Filthy there in P6. Filthy's looking good here. I'm going to keep an eye on him throughout the race. Excalibur there in position 5, though. That's a great drive so far from Excalibur.
Yeah, really well done.
Look at the car, too. There's barely a mark on it. He's got a little bit of damage in the back. I reckon that obviously wasn't for his doing. Someone's gave him a little bit of a nudge, probably on lap 1. Indicators on telling us he's going to turn right. There he does. Look at that.
There he goes. Well done.
Dreamers there, P4.
Racing in Super 2A tonight, but also going for his P's. So, well done.
Doremus in P4 there.
Great drive from Doremus.
Absolutely great drive. Doremus is probably a supercar's pace level driver too, though. Just through the nature of the sprint series before the series, like before the championship, he got shuffled down. But this is going to be really good for him. He's going to be up there leading races and racing for the win. It's going to be great for him overall this season, I think, for another shot.
It's a good confidence booster as well.
Absolutely.
A lot of these guys that have fallen back into Super 2, you take a hit to your ego when you drop back down, knowing that you can't compete for the main championship. But like you said, you're up the front, you're leading races, you're getting poles. It's good for the self-esteem.
Wide out of 4.
A little bit wide, but it's a very, very scruffy looking CP racing car at the moment. Guys back in that paint shed will have a big job on them tonight.
Bad Doctor's still in 3rd. This is interesting. He's had a rough start to the race. And I think he went as low as 9th or something at one stage. And he just crawled his way back up to 3rd. And he's got a pretty decent gap there back to Doremus. I thought Doremus would have caught him up a bit better by now, but he's still 3.5 seconds clear. So he's just settled into a bit of a rhythm. I know him and Ghost have been working really, really closely together this week, putting in some laps.
Doremus is pulling him in, so
this could be a good race between these two.
On that sentence, it's been half a second, so there is a bit of pace going on with Doremus.
Good to see.
Slowly bringing him in.
Well, in he goes. Dark Side went in too.
So he's shadowing him.
Smart move. Little bit of a fuel advantage there for the Bad Doctor.
Not too much, but
not too much
every
though.
little drop counts. Yeah,
Yep.
Excalibur will enter the pits from 5th spot as well.
I have it on good authority
Us will carry on that interesting strategy.
I have it on good authority that Ghost and the Bad Doctor are supposed to be on the same strategy. So Ghost has got this lead now. He's just stretched on the legs of the little girl, or the little Hyundai a little bit there, and he thinks, you know what? I'm just going to keep coasting home. I don't think I need to pit yet, so I won't. Job done.
But when you've got a 23-second lead,
you can do what you want. This is Dreamers in
a little
P2.
bit of room to flex, try out a few things.
So look, this is the interesting one here. Look at Filthy suddenly back up into P3 there on that different strategy.
Yeah.
On what we like to call the Mayor's strategy. And that's put him in a really good spot for the back end of the race, because you've got the Bad Doctor behind him. Dadson got jumped by the Bad Doctor out of the pits there. That's interesting. And Lardas clues right up on the back of Dadson as well now, who's also on a different strategy. Running that really long. He's caught. He's gone around Dadson. I don't know whether they might have had an issue. I missed it, obviously.
The Dadson's done a full tank.
Okay.
And the Bad Doctor has done, he's got just over half a tank. So there's a half a tank's difference in fuel there. So it looks like Dadson's fuel to the end.
That's an interest. That's a bold strategy. That's very bold.
That's a pretty bold strategy to go from, yeah. So that's huge.
This is the one here. Doremus is in.
He may come for tyres only.
Doremus is in. So Filthy's going to grab Doremus. Will the Bad Doctor get him too?
Spot.
Bad Doctor gets him too. Dadson gets him too. Lardas gets him too. That must have been a big field for Doremus. Oh, Dadson! He's lost it into two. Oh, he's caught it. Oh, car control from Dadson. Well done. Got on the outside there. Got the outside rear end and started to slide in on the back brake. He's just managed to grab it.
He's going to have his eyes rolled now. He can see second and third just in front of him.
NASCAR reckons it's going to be a long, long night for him in the paint booth.
It's just...
CP Racing decal master over there. He's currently scratching his head thinking, oh, great. I agree there, Mo.
Go looking out for Brillo's sponsorship for the next round.
Brillo. Mr. Jalen, welcome to the stream, mate. Excalibur killing it. Well done. Absolutely, mate. He's doing a great job there. He's currently sitting in 7th. But for someone as crook as a dog...
Everybody in chat is enjoying the race, and everybody else who is viewing, who isn't saying anything, come say hi and let us know what you think.
Oh, interesting. The Bad Doctor's got on the back of Filthy here, guys. Oh, don't tease me here, boys. This could be my dream finish. Don't tease me. We had the big talk of the week going, I want a 1-2, boys. So will they do it for me? I don't think Filthy's going to like the sound of that.
Pete Boss on the microphone as well, commentating the way. I mean, the pressure's really on for them.
Oh, he's having a look. Oh, gee, ball. That was bold. Filthy's car's struggling at the moment. I don't know what's going on there, but his car is struggling to get going. You just look at it out of the corners, it wiggles. Look at how deep he went.
Got it. Yeah. No, he's driving with his eyes in the mirrors by the looks of things. He's just going very deep, very wiggly, trying to cover him off.
I know I've got to watch it for you guys in the stream, but I really don't want to watch this. The Bad Doctor's just looking left, he's looking right, he wants to get around him, but it just not there. Backs off into Sheen. Filthy, again, another really big cut line. Very, very, he's tight on the inside there, Filthy. Oh, big slide out of Sheen. I think he's watching the mirrors. Yeah,
he's definitely watching the mirrors.
The Bad Doctor's got the eyes on.
His lines are a little bit glitchy here, so he's very twitchy. So he's
Filthy goes deep. Just gonna check Dadson here. Dadson looks like he's starting to wind him in too. He's catching him up.
Yeah. He's such a smooth operator, this guy. So that little mistake, that hurt him, but he just popped out the fastest lap of his race so far, for 1:24.0. So eyes are on.
It's a good race lap. So the Bad Doctor will be looking in the mirror going, seeing him catching up here, going, I need to get round him. I've got to get round him. I need a buffer. Dadson is a big threat here. Bad Doctor got really wide there into 3. Oh, put a wheel on the grass.
So Jadson's clawed them in. He's under 2 seconds, 1.5 seconds now. So this
he's walking in.
clawing them hand over this.
Oh, big slide again.
So just an update on the back of the field. GFL is now rounding up the rear, 23 seconds behind. So he's had a few more. He's really having a bit of a drama tonight. He'll round up Alien though, who's just pitted again.
Filthy went really wide out of Sheen again. The bad doctor's got right on him into the final turn again. Can't remember what it's called.
The last bend.
Oh, there's a touch!
Big check up, Filthy's pitting.
Again, that's the same thing again. Car's wide, someone else on the inside. That's going to open the door for Dadson. Look at Dadson come in.
Well, drink it in, mate. Here's your 1-2. May not last for long.
I think Dadson's got something he needs to say about that. Very, very quick operator here.
Yeah.
Doremus on Lardas. Has a look.
Dadson right on the back of the bad doctor. The bad doctor had a really, really bad exit and coming onto the straight now.
So now the shoe's on the other foot. Now the doctor has to look in the mirror. Now he just sees what it feels like to be filthy for a couple of laps. Just got to get your lines right. I know I've raced with Dadson quite close in this sort of similar situation the last couple of nights, and he's a very, very fair racer. Gives plenty of room. So I doubt he's going to throw it down the inside where he shouldn't.
Another one of our resident race car drivers, Dadson.
Look at how smooth he is.
As well.
Very smooth. So smooth. Okay, Doremus has grabbed Lardas.
It shows on the tyre wear as well, so very, very even distribution of wear on Dadson's car.
Oh, I'm having a heart attack, guys. There's still 10 laps to go. Whew. Still another round of stops to go, yeah, guys. What do you think? This is a great race so far.
It's going off. I mean, aside from Ghost 17 seconds out in front, now here's something. Ghost is coming up on back markers.
I just looked at the map and noticed that. Oh, we just lost someone else at Sheen. I don't know who it was. One of the arrows has stopped on the map. I'm going to go back a bit. Oh, Lala's wide into 4. He's lost it. He's gone. He's round. Oh, that's going to hurt. He's going to be stationary trying to move. Watch the mirrors. Oh, well done from Lardas. Great awareness there to not to get out in front of Excalibur and Filthy.
Yeah, so he's run it long Lardas. He's got a completely bone dry tank. He's got about half wear on the tyres. He's going to have to fuel save just to get back to the pit. So this will be him pitting now. So that there was a big mistake he really didn't need.
NASCAR's riding Doremus home. He's up to 4th now. Very animated in the chat.
How's it going, mate? Hope you're enjoying it.
Just watching Filthy and Excalibur here for the moment, just changing it up a bit. Another good race from these guys. Excalibur again though, 5th position so far, very smooth race. Filthy's car is looking very twitchy still, but still fast, very quick.
Yep.
Oh, let's go back up to this battle. The bad doctor's still got Dadson in his mirrors. Look at Doremus catching him up. 5.3 seconds and dropping every sector. It's coming down. This is the problem that Dadson's got now. He's going to start seeing that BMW in the mirror very shortly. And that's going to give him the hurry up needs to clear the bad doctor.
Yeah, Doremus will be watching this this gap diminish very rapidly. Drops off 3/10 on that last bend, so he's on the move.
Doremus is a smart man, so he knows that if these guys here have an issue, he's going to be on top of them straight away. So with 9 laps to go, there's no need for him to really rush up and overspend the car to catch them up, because he knows these guys are going to be
good though. He'll pit again, so he's starting to run low on fuel, but it's in a good spot.
you're looking down the road and you know these guys are working hard. You know they're working their cars hard. He's got clean air for miles around. He's 4 seconds behind them and 11 seconds clear of Filthy in 5th position. So he knows he's got plenty of time. These guys here are fighting for sheep stations.
So Bad Doctor is not looking too great for fuel. And Dadson's just got a little bit more life underneath him.
It's a great race from Dadson. I'm very, very impressed with his run so far.
Yeah, it's an incredible race by him. I mean, aside from the man out in front, absolutely blitzing the field as he tends to do at this track. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter if you're in Supercars A or if you're in Super 2. Ghost's going to be out in front at Brands, or there or thereabouts. Oh, GFL off again, and that was crucial timing for Ghost. So he came up on GFL as a back marker, and right on cue GFL, he scored himself out into the weeds.
That was lucky. Oh, Doc! Oh, the Bad Doctor's wide. This could be the run that Dadson. Oh, Dadson's really deep on the inside. Oh, he had to jump at the brakes there to save that. That was good car control from Dadson. It lit up.
Yeah,
oh, he got a penalty. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That one, so.
Great car control. Oh, he's off again. That penalty shook him up bad. Here comes Doremus. Here's the call we made. Doremus is going to eat him alive down here now.
Yeah, I'll be looking at that flashing red penalty thinking, thank you very much, sir. Dadson wide
oh,
again.
He's gone again!
Dadson spins!
Oh, no!
Oh, that's a critical error, and Doremus in one band goes from fourth to second.
Filthy grabs Dadson. Will he get the Bad Doctor as well? Bad Doctor's still stationary. Filthy grabs him too. We know Filthy's on that long run. So Dadson's...
I got a feel for Dadson there. That really shook him.
He snuck it into the pits there too, Dadson, in the end there. He's just gone in now, changed the tyres and come out and just settle himself down, go again. So the Bad Doctor's come out in 4th. I'm fairly certain he'll run to the end from there. 8 seconds clear of Dadson though. That's going to hurt. That hurts a lot.
Big chunk of time. They got similar fuel. So it's going to be an outright drag race to the end for those two.
So what's the story with Doremus and Filthy for the chat here, guys? What's going on with them compared to the Bad Doctor?
Oh, yeah. Let me know what you think, guys, and then I'll tell you what's going on.
D's jumped on the chat. Hey D, how you doing? CP Racing. The CP boys are all on here. It's great to see you all jumping on supporting Doremus.
Great teamwork, guys.
Excellent, guys. Mo's excited.
So Doremus will be pitting.
There you go, Mo. Your boy's still in 7th position there, mate. He's going really well. Circulating in decent speed. Get your words out, Lucas. Getting excited. Doremus is in the pits. This is crucial. This is the biggest stop of the race.
He's doing one more lap.
Doremus was really light on fuel. Where's the Bad Doctor? Here he comes. He's got a penalty. He's got to burn it. He's burning it down the straight.
He's burning it.
Well
done.
Oh, that hurt him a lot, though. That's washed off a lot of speed. That's going to give Doremus a massive sniff.
Doremus has split Dadson and Bad Doctor, so this has played out really well for Doremus.
Doremus has come out 3.8 behind Bad Doctor, so it's about where they were before they all pitted and such. So he clawed it in from 5.5 seconds in a couple of laps down to 3.9. Yeah. So he's about where he was there. So now it's just going to be a straight fight to the finish for these two. Filthy's the benchmark now. Filthy's 6 seconds clear of Dark Side, and he has to pit. I have a feeling that Filthy might
be able to go one more lap, but
he's going to take a lot of fuel too, isn't he? He's going to be close to Doremus coming out. I reckon it's going to be very close.
Yeah. So this all plays out very well for Blacklight Motorsport.
I'm trying not to get excited. I
know, but you can literally hear you pucker up over the audio.
Could be the biggest.
Oh, Alien Express pulls out right in front of Ghost from a pit, gives him plenty of space, allows him through. Great sportsmanship by Alien. Well done, mate.
That auto pit exit makes life hard when you've got a lap car.
It really does.
Okay, so Filthy's in. The Bad Doctor rolls past. Doremus is going to go through. Where's Dadson? Here comes Dadson.
Go
Oh, Filthy's going to get hurt by that. He's got stung big time, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he might have overfilled there. He's filled up half a tank. Not sure if you need half a tank for 6.
Oh, Excalibur really 1-1. Oh, that was close. Oh, that made me pucker up a little bit. Whew.
So Filthy's got a bit of work here to do, but
oh, he's messy at it too.
Underneath him.
It's a quick car though, we know that. So first cab off the ring, he's got to catch Dadson, who is now steaming inside that helmet, I guarantee it.
Yeah, he will be.
He's really into Remus too, though, just quietly. He is really into Remus.
He is. The Remus is really in the Bad Doctor, so this is all scheduled for a big final lap checkup.
This is what we want to see, guys. They're all going to bank up towards the end, except for Ghost, who's already entering turn 1.
5 seconds, and he's coming up on the second of the Dim Brothers cars, so he's about to lap 12th spot. So this is an incredible drive. You can't go past this for driving of the day, guys. We love a fighter, we do. But 25 seconds out in front, and Jim Bob, great sportsmanship, pulls over as well. So
great job, Jim Bob.
Really a benchmark fielder, guys.
Absolutely. I hope the other guys don't take this as a bit of a kick, because everybody that knows Ghost knows this is his track, and knew that he was going to bring the pace here. Like, he is a championship level racer for pace anyway, but this is his track. This is where he's going to be the quickest all season, I guarantee it. And you watch him too, I guarantee he's, without looking at his lap times, I'm pretty certain he's still probably pushing fairly hard too, knowing him.
Yeah, he's on a purple sector right now.
Of course he is. Just to make the boss really, really nervous.
He's done it with 2 wheels in the grass, I'll have you know, as well. So this guy's not easing up. He's got wiggle room. And yes, he just goes the fastest lap of the race. So
22.4. Well done.
So
Okay.
he is moving. So the gaps have stayed a little stagnant between 2nd, 3rd and 4th. So we've got the Remus 3 seconds behind the Bad Doctor, and Dadson has just dropped underneath 3 seconds from the Remus. So they seem to be in a holding pattern here.
The biggest part of this will be who catches who first. If Doremus catches Darkseid before Dadson gets to the back of him, he has a shot, a big shot. If Dadson gets to the back of Doremus before he can get to Darkseid, I think that might be the race, because he'd be busy trying to cover.
Doremus just ran his fastest lap of the race of 24.2. Dadson ran a 23.9. And Bad Doctor a 24.8.
See, that's not quick enough.
Doremus is on the move.
He's catching him quick. He's getting in that visual gap now too, where he's starting to see the Vodafone, the back of the Vodafone Hyundai quite a lot.
It's such a huge part of it as well.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're not really driving to a number anymore. You've done your pits, you know, you're racing to the end, and that guy in front of you, that's the one that you've got to beat. So you just drive towards that dot in the distance and start reeling it in.
And it goes the other way too. For the Bad Doctor as well, he starts to see the black and white BMW starting to appear in the mirror a bit more often. It's just starting to show up every time you exit the corner.
Rubbing that rear view mirror with a bit of a little handy cloth, wondering why it's so dirty in the back. That's not your rear view, mate. It's just a very dirty BMW in your rear view.
Doremus is starting to close up on him too. He's starting to light the wick here, guys. It's 2.7 seconds in, 3 laps. Can he do it? That's going to be a big ask. If the Bad Doctor keeps it clean...
He only took 2.3 out in that lap.
This is the thing too, though. It all comes down to fatigue. It all comes down to how much attention you pay to the mirror. Keeping your lines clean. Like, the Bad Doctor should be able to get home from here 3 seconds clear, but watching the mirror, you know, bit of fatigue, not paying attention to your race line, suddenly you're off. Suddenly there's another second here, a second there, and then Doremus is on you. Same for Doremus with Dadson. Dadson there is... He's just drifted a little bit out to 3.3 seconds back now. But it only takes a slight mistake from Doremus. Get a little bit wide out of 4 there onto the grass, and suddenly Dadson's on him. Great run from Filthy there in 5th position. Had a lot of...
Bad Doctor's just stretched his legs a little bit there.
I'll go back to Filthy then. Freaking me out. Great run from fifth there so far.
Sorry,
Bad Doctors.
I'm
just waiting on, hanging on every word you say. Okay, Excalibur there, 6th position. Great run for him today. That's an excellent run.
Yep.
Been clean all race, just got in there, does what he does. Oh, bit of a cut there though, gets away with it. Does what he does though, gets on the race.
Get away with it.
Yeah, quietly, just put in some decent laps, kept the car clean and tidy, you know, no big spins. Lardar, 7th position. You have to think that the long stint probably didn't work.
Wow, these laps
Shine's
are
off.
Lardar. 125.4, 125.4, 125.6, 125.8. This guy is a consistent runner.
See the fatigue there for Shizer as well. Just gets wide out of Sheen, runs down the grass, back on the track. Didn't lose a lot of time, but just those little errors starting to come into the play. Subaru been quiet all race. He's going to get some solid points in 9th position. You know, keep
Nice
himself in the
recovery
fight.
from him. He was very well back in the field after a huge incident at the start.
Tough day at the office of Eddie. Had a compromised practice, compromised qualifying. It's great. He's done what he wanted to do. They said he wanted top 10. He's in 10th. So that's both of that team's cars in the top 10. That's what you want to see. Oh, then Luminous has just been passed by Ghost, who's just entered the final lap. Oh, zip back around to Ghost real quick. There he is, look, entering turn 2. 31 seconds clear of the field. This guy here is an absolute machine. Hasn't put a foot wrong all race, just put it on pole. Got out in front, just walked away. See you later, boys. You guys fight amongst yourselves. I'm just going to clear out. Bad Doctor, 2nd position so far. It's down to 2 seconds to Doremus, but he just needs to carry on for one more lap. Keep it clean. He just pulled the mirror off the window. Now you don't need to look at it anymore. Just keep your lines clean. You should be right from there. Great drive from Doremus in position 3 so far, though.
Yeah.
He's catching Darkside quick too. Look, it's down to 1.5 seconds. This could be what happens, though. He catches him up just enough to pressure.
Darkside's tyres are completely shredded.
1.2. This is getting really, really, really close. Doremus' car is all over him. Is Doremus going to spoil my party?
I really want you to get this one.
But I really want Doremus to put on a show too, though. Like, this is what it's all about here. This is strategies playing out. This is 2 heavyweights of the category going head to head here. Ghost wins the race. Sorry, Ghost, you're not on TV for it, mate. But I want to keep an eye on 2nd place. Everybody's seen you win before, so everybody's seen Sean win a race before, so we don't need to watch that. Unless the Bad Doctor has a big issue in the final turn, he's gonna hang on. And I'm gonna try to hold my excitement in.
Very nice.
There it is. He's gonna do it.
There it is. Blacklight Motorsport 1-2. Well done. Doremus in 3rd place. Huge drive. Huge.
That's an
Congratulations
MP4.
to Blacklight. That's huge. That's a great drive, mate. Unfortunate spin. Filthy in 5th. Great little strategy play by Filthy.
Excellent drive from Filthy today.
Excalibur. Excellent drive from Excalibur.
Oh, the message is important.
Smell of an oily rag in 7th.
That was a good try from Lana. That was a different strategy to try out. Top 10 finish. Shizer in 8th position, and Subaru's going to be the last one on the lead lap. Going to cross the line in 9th position. So Ghost manages to lap everybody up to 10th. Betty got done by Luminous at the very end. So Luminous grabs 10th position, Betty in 11th, Jim Bob and Alien Express 12th and 13th respectively, with GFL in 14th position after a very tough day at the office. Alright guys, drive of the day please. I can see some coming in already. Miz, Darkside drive of the day. That great drive from Filthy. NASCAR, attaboy Doremus. Absolute NASCAR. It was a great drive from Doremus.
Yep, huge drive.
Excellent drive from Doremus. I'll just save that replay while I'm thinking about it.
Wow. Great sportsmanship from all these guys. All night, qualifying, practice. Yeah, huge. From a race director point of view, that was very, very well done from all of you. So I take my hat off.
Yep.
If I had a hat. Instead, I'll take my underwear off. Cheers, guys.
Oh. That was a great race. That was a fantastic race. What are your thoughts, sir?
Is Ghost in the box with us?
I think here he is. Well done, mate. Well done. Great drive. We didn't see you cross the line because we were too busy watching the fight for second, but absolute stellar drive, mate. 30 seconds clear of the field. Yeah, what else can you say? Fantastic drive, mate. Well done.
Feeling it though. Holy moly.
Well, you did that to yourself, mate. I've got 5 laps to go, but I'm going to just start going for the fastest lap of the race that I already have. We were watching you in car, and you've got a purple sector, and you've got 2 wheels off in the grass. I mean, not only is the commentator the team owner banking on a 1-2, but,
oh, mate.
I mean...
Oh, my heart was racing towards the end.
Well, I had a moment there on the last lap. I think it was GFL went off, and he come back across. I was like, oh!
Yeah, I was in car with you when that happened, mate. That would have been a pucker-up moment.
But,
Mikey was playing a game with me towards him where he kept saying, "Oh, the bad doctor," when I was watching some other part of the race. I need to go take something to calm myself down now. I'm all freaked out.
Look at that. Black Knight Light Motorsport, the first 1-2 of Thrillhouse.
Woo! That's all we want to see. Just got to do another 5 times, boys. Earn your contract papers. That's all right.
No,
earn your paycheck.
No pressure.
Pressure on me now, though.
Well, yeah.
We had 4th place from Sunday night and a 1-2 tonight, and I've got a race on Sunday. That's massive pressure now.
But yeah, I don't know what happened. Sort of the first lap, got through Druids and looked at the time, and I thought, oh, about 2 seconds in front. So obviously there was drama back there. But
yeah, there was some drama in turn 1 and turn 2. I've had people messaging me already saying they copped a hit, and then they got another hit, and someone hit me into someone else, and
yeah, big check up on lap 1, and then throughout the race, just a lot of ordinary errors by some really high operating guys. There are a few guys who had an absolute torrid time. I'll be feeling for GFL once he put it off in the grass. It just seemed to be the trend throughout the race. So he'll be ruining those mistakes, and but he'll come back strong for round 2.
Oh.
You right there?
I'm still, just calming down, mate.
You look calm.
I made a couple of errors myself. I just silly. I think it was, the brain switched off for like half a second, and it was like, hang on.
Hello. We saw a bit of that, didn't we? Didn't we, Michael? We saw a bit of the old bit of fatigue about lap 25 onwards. Started to ink into people's races.
Creeping.
Dadson got caught out big time with a bit of a lapse there coming into the final turn. He was fighting to keep up with the bad doctor there, and he had a bit of an off in the final turn. Lost a lot of time, and that undid the rest of his race. And then Doremus was there to capitalise. Doremus just had a very, very clean, very fast race, and just was picking them off as they made mistakes in front. Another couple laps, he probably would have got the bad doctor, I reckon, because he was closing in quick at the end, very quickly. But yeah, no, very well done.
Don't know how the guys feel on the controller, but in terms of on the wheel, I reckon it's the most physical race we do, Branch Hatch.
It's an intense track.
Yeah, it's very narrow, so it requires a lot of accuracy. So you really need to be quite rigid with a lot of your movements. So it definitely takes it out of you.
You know, it would have been a bit easier for you, Ghost, if you had just wound it back a little bit throughout the race. Mr. Purple Sector's on lap 29. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew this, but you had about a 30-second gap back to second place. So you ever think about maybe using some of that just to relax a little?
Just to co-sign, one end on the wheel, one end on the beer. You know, just leave it in sixth gear and roll home. No, she's right. Just punch out, do a Brocky, punch out purple sectors towards the end of the race. That's fine.
It's not my style. I'll find if I back off, I'm not concentrating as much. So just got to keep myself wound up, Scave style, mate.
Yeah. Next time, just jump in the commentary box and do a Brocky over the skyline. Just give us your pasta recipe while you're at it. You know.
Yeah, one hand on the sill. Yeah, no worries.
Need some I need some more DOD driver of the day guys, please, because it's looking very balanced at the moment. I can't pick a winner.
Yeah, I think drive of the day is going to have to be Ghost, obviously, for me. Just I know that you're here, and you know, I can't really disappoint the Black Flight guys because it's 2-on-1 in this chat box. But yeah, I mean, 30 seconds on the field, you know, punching out fastest lap later in the race. Did it from start to finish, put her on pole. I mean, what more do you need from someone?
I'm sorry, Ghost, but my driver of the day is going to go to DeBremus. Just a fantastic run from him off row 3. Capitalised at the first couple of laps where people were having a bit of an issue. Very, very clean race from him all over. And like I said, another lap, I reckon he would have got second overall. So very, very good race from DeRemus.
Yeah, that was huge. I mean, we knew that he would be there or thereabouts. He improved so much in the off-season. Started clawing his way back through season 2 as well. And he's a title contender. You nervous, Ghost?
A little bit of nerves, but I embrace the competition. Bring it on.
What you do?
So we got a vote for the Bad Doctor. One for DeRemus, one for Dadson. Another one for Dadson. Another one for the Bad Doctor.
I thought Dadson for his first proper Thrillhouse drive.
Oh, he did a great job. Great qualifying effort from Dadson, and then for 90% of the race, he had pinpoint accuracy with his positioning of the car. He probably had enough to beat the Bad Doctor as well, to be honest. Like, the Bad Doctor towards the end of the race lost a lot of speed. He lost a lot of rubber. Mikey was telling me his tyres were cooked towards the end. Thanks to the bits there, Filthy. And yeah, if Dadson hadn't have had that little issue before the last pit stop, I reckon he would have been on top of him as well. So it would have been a very, very close finish for second place.
Good stream, guys.
Yeah, I think so. Soda Wars was insane. I don't know how people commentate that by themselves. I just ran out of breath by the end of lap 1. Those guys are mental. What a race.
I can't wait to go back and watch that, actually. Like, I watched the first one.
Watch the finish. The finish is so good. Hey, Sean, the Ricky Bobby put one on the champ on the last turn to beat the boss. Beat the sideball across the line by .006 for second place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. I thought he would tuck in behind him, but he just went, no, you know what? Just give him a little tap on the back bumper, just unsettle sideball's car, just roll down the inside, the side-by-side down the straight, and he gets him just at the line. Puts one on the boss. I love it. So good.
Well, it'll be one to watch this Super 2 Group B.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's a very, very quick operator, I've been told too, so...
It's an interesting little group, that one, because obviously you've got the people who didn't quite qualify for Super 2A, mixed with a few new drivers who did not compete in the Corvette Sprint Series. So that's going to be an interesting race, for sure.
I think Dadson's going to get driver of the day, guys. He just got another vote in from Clint. Driver of the day on debut.
Yeah, wow, that's huge.
Well done.
I'll give it another minute and then I'll call it. So anybody in the chat that has a differing opinion, now's the time to speak. Otherwise, we're going to give it to Dadson. 3 votes. Oh, good work there. Clint said, well done to the Dint Brothers boys. That's exactly right. Well done to them. They got in, they had a race. You know, probably not where they wanted to finish, but they kept it clean all race. And, you know, onward and upward. This is a really technical track too, so this isn't a picture that will paint what the rest of the season looks like. Like,
Yep.
with all due respect to Sean, I don't think he's going to win by 30 seconds every race. This is your home track, so this is your baby. I feel that, especially on some of the bigger, faster circuits, the BMWs are going to be a real threat, Filthy and Doremus especially.
Did you just hear the coldness in that, though?
Yeah, I
That
know.
as soon as he said, I don't think you're going to win by 30 seconds in any of the other races, and you could literally hear the moment that Sean thought, I'll show you, mate.
Oh, trust me, I would love it if you did. I would love it if you did, but I don't think it'll happen. Not every race. This one's a special one. This is your this is your home track. This is the track that you're probably going to win by the most on, honestly. And I see Doremus especially when you go to somewhere like France later in the season. The power of the BMW is going to be just a monster on the bigger tracks.
Well, the next round in Austria is going to be, it's a different circuit altogether. So
Exactly.
And it's a long time between drinks as well, so this is going to be a really interesting time where we launched the first round of the season, and then we take a break for real life Bathurst.
Absolutely,
So,
because you have to.
You know, it's a case of how bad do you want this? Because you've got plenty of time to practice, you've got plenty of time to master the track. You know, a few of these guys are going to turn around and surprise you if you don't put the hours in. So it's going to be a great race, that one. Fairly new track to Gran Turismo. I haven't even turned a lap on it yet.
Oh, it's a great track.
I've been watching the Le Mans series on YouTube there just to get an understanding of the track. But yeah, I can't wait for it actually. I mean, I know I think it was the A1 ring. It used to be called the A1 ring. I remember that back in the day. But yeah, it's been a long time.
It's an excellent track. It's a fast track too. It's a very quick circuit. The Gran Turismo official World Series finals went there. It was on YouTube the other night. For the was it the
yes.
Manufacturer Cup went there and raced there. I watched that race last night, and yeah, the GT3 cars around there were really interesting to watch actually. So our tuned GT4 cars are going to be pretty quick around there, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So,
positive is it's not a savage if you run off though, because it's got those wussy concrete runoff areas.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's a modern day race circuit with wussy concrete. Not like a proper track like this one where you go off and you keep driving to Barcelona because you can't stop.
That's okay. You still, participation award corners.
Was it the brown ribbon?
Gonna have to make the apex. Just get in there and have a go, mate.
All right. Well, the chat's gotten nice and quiet, so I'm going to call it now, guys. Dadson drive for the day on debut. There you go.
Well done.
Well done to Dadson.
Congratulations.
Great job. So the resident Thrillhouse picture taker guys and Facebook notification guys, you know who to do and what to do. So yeah, great drive from Dadson. They really good, solid effort on his first run for Thrillhouse.
Yeah,
and it's probably the first time we've seen a rookie get up so, obviously other than Cyborg, who's just a freak, but someone new to the group to get up so high on debut, I think.
Yeah. And just full respect to him as well for fully embracing Thrillhouse as soon as he jumped in. And that's from our point of view. It sort of fuels us as well when someone jumps in. They get amongst the team, they get amongst the chat. He picked himself up a shirt. He took himself a Mikey photo. He got right amongst it, and that's just so awesome. It just sort of eggs us all on to go that little bit further and try that little bit harder, because we know that we really do have something here. So massive thanks and congratulations on your drive of the day, mate.
Well done. All right then, guys. Seeing the chat's gone nice and quiet now, I think we might go to wrap it up there. Do you have any closing remarks there, Mr. Mikey?
No, thank you for all your support, guys, and thanks for jumping on chat. Thanks for tuning in. We miss Ghost in the commentary box, but we hope you like our sultry dulcet tones. And You know, you can always watch this back later if you're feeling lonely later at night. You need to hear our voices. We're always here. We're a family.
Listen to him laughing at us.
Just like, shut up. No, I'm going to get a message soon in Discord. Mikey, it would be really great if you didn't actually add any last words from now on. That's absolutely disgusting. You know, like, screw you, it's after 9 o'clock. I'll say what I want.
Very good.
But no, man, this is a great turnout for Super 2. Awesome for a Thursday night, which is a Friday night for us here in Victoria, because we get a public holiday because of some ball sport kick thing.
Yeah. Grand final day. Looking forward to it, as always.
Yeah, I do too. It's a week to Bathurst.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
that's it. I get a Friday off just to celebrate that it's a week till Bathurst. So it should be good. Hoping to see a few faces in real life at the old Thrillhouse meetup. So that'll be cool.
Absolutely.
Can't
wait.
seeing you guys and having a few brews and sharing on our real life supercar favourites. Do we have a pick for Bathurst, guys?
Oh, geez, it's pretty hard to go past Wing Cup and Dumbrell at the moment.
Well, I mean, if you take fuel out of the equation, they're definitely a contender for the race for sure. But
or safety cars.
Yeah, well, I mean it's just a big holding pattern until the last safety car, isn't it? And then it's just a sprint race. So.
But what's the weather going to do as well? That's always can throw a cat amongst pigeons.
Don't forget any kind of resealing that may have happened on the track might get chewed up, and we might have 26 cars all parked up on the front straight.
Yeah, they don't follow the Throughout rule book.
You never can tell with Bathurst, so.
Cars pull up on the straight.
About it.
Cars stop on the straight at Bathurst. Mo clicks his pen. Yeah, I agree with you, Noble.
I think Mo may have had quite a quiet night out of that one. It wasn't too bad. Maybe the few little antics, but all in all, I mean.
I think turn one's probably going to question mark people. I think there was some messiness in turn one and turn two, lap one. So there was a lot of cars facing backwards at the exit of turn two. So I think the stewards are going to have another look at that. I'd say.
Fair enough.
Any final words from you there, Mr. Sean?
Well, good race tonight. Happy with the result. Be sure to tune in on Sunday for Group B. It's their turn to run around. Last season to go by, Group B should provide some real entertainment. Some bloke named Wardo, I believe, is running as well, so that should be interesting to watch.
I hear he has a very formidable pair of jandals.
Yeah. I have heard that as well. They're actually carbon fibre jandals.
Carbon fibre, yeah, really good. They really hug the toe.
Yeah, exactly. Gives you nice modulation on the brake pedal.
God, you guys are full of crap.
You love it.
Yeah. Save us, good doctor, save us.
All right then, guys. I think we'll wrap it up there. Great race from the Super 2 Group A boys tonight. Fantastic racing all round, really. Good spectacle to put on after a rough start to the season for everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks to my number 2 in the box tonight, Mr. Mikey. Great to have you on board again, sir. Great to have you in the box. It's always nice
to be number 2 and not a number 7, so I'll take it wherever I can.
And the chat, guys, were awesome tonight. Good interaction with you guys again tonight. Nice to see everybody jumping on board, supporting their teams. That's what we want to see. It's what we sort of envisioned when we thought of the teams part of the championship. Yep. So it's good to see you guys jumping on and embracing it and supporting your drivers. And I'll better go start practicing and looking at the pace of these guys. I'm about midfield pace for Super 2 at the moment, so I better sort myself out before Sunday. But on that note,
you don't want to be the team owner who falls behind his teammates.
Well, a lot of team owners. There's a lot of stress being a team owner, so I can coast around the back of the field and just write the checks.
Fair enough, mate. Pulling you away.
Just whatever I need to believe to make it right. Anyway, guys.
First off, how are we getting paid for this?
It's in the mail.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, all right, guys, we'll wrap it up there. So, yeah, this is sign off for Super 2 Group A, round 1, Brands Hatch, and have a good night, guys. We'll see you next time. Everyone's going to see me do it.